Hello, fellow shiitake growers. So, I've got a 5/16 inch drill in here, and this is a drill stop, so I measure 1.5 inches. I'm drilling 1.5 inches deep, and when I get to the stop, that's 1.5 inches. So if you don't have a stop and you don't want to buy one, just wrap tape around the drill, like electrical tape or any tape, and then drill up to the tape. Make the tape be 1.5 inches from the end of the drill. And then you drill the logs. And here's a log that I drilled. And can you see the holes? Hole, 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 about 4 inches apart. And then, okay, now these I put plugs in already. Can you see 1, 2, 3, 4? And this row of holes is like halfway in between this row of holes. So it's like a herringbone pattern. Drill, 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 like that. And this is this log is, well, let's see, 4 inches in diameter. So I put in 4 rows, and as I said, I hammered in some pegs. And here are the dowels. This is what I bought from Paul Stamets out in Washington State. These are the dowels. And you stick a dowel, and I have a mallet, but I'm using an everyday hammer because I don't want you to think I'm an elitist. So if you have a mallet, you could try that. And now I'm putting a peg, come closer, Judy, in each hole along the row. And I'll hammer these in. One short. Can you see him? Now, nice light taps because you don't want to break the dowel. I'm going to stop there. Now I'm going to get the wax, which is over here melting on the camp stove. It's a little hot. Just grab it with this tissue. Okay, and I've got an old paintbrush in there in the wax. Okay, here I go. I'm going to paint. Now, just a little dab on top of each dowel that I hammered in. Okay, and then paint the ends of the logs. And oh, here's a knot. So let me turn this. So I'm going to wax over that. Paint the other end of the log. A little more wax on there. And that keeps other fungus from getting into the log, so only shiitake's getting in there. Okay, so here's some more that I hammered in already. I'll paint those. Just a little dab, Little dab, little dab, little dab, dab, not, dab. All right? That's all there is to it. That's how you inoculate shiitake logs. Here's a log from, it's got a label on it. This is a 2018 log. And you can see there's still some wax on the end. This was done exactly 2 years ago, and here's a wax covering. And these marks, this mark, like right here and here, that's where a mushroom grew out. So these logs are still good. Here's a really old log. And you can see the dowels in there. And here's where mushrooms grew. And now this log is getting old, it's losing its bark. But I think it's still gonna make mushrooms. Get rid of it, it's not gonna grow any. It's rotting because that's what the shiitake takes the nourishment out of the log, and pretty soon you have nothing left but sawdust. So that's the video. Get to work. I will deliver you plugs and wax.